There we go. Now we got some background music. There we go. And that should also bring us at the end of all those boxes, guys. There we go. Wonderful. And we have this bag. We've been wondering what it's for. Right? Nice. We have this bag. We've been wondering what it's for. Note they have not put the underneath inserts yet. That comes in later after the mattress is on. Okay. Very neat. Don't have a child do this. Just don't. Look at step 34 very carefully. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is literally put all those pieces on and get the mattress on. That way the up force could be balanced out. Okay, very good. Now we're gonna repeat this 32 times and 34 times those. Okay, let's just repeat this step. Watch, follow along if it helps. We're gonna first do all the top coming down, and then we'll move on to the rest. Let's just leave these over there. We'll start with these. Yep. We'll start with those. And this is pretty straightforward. You just take this here, you put one on each end, and slide it at an angle. Now this part is just a lot of repetition, okay? Pop them down and repeat. Now have a seat if you need to. Get comfy. Get comfy. That does help at this stage, okay? And thank you all for being here this far through. Appreciate the love. You see the curve is on top. All the boards should be curved upward. That's obvious. Pop them in. A lot of repetition. We're gonna do this till these are done. Just muster up the power to do it. If you have help, that means you do 16, someone else do 16, you're done. And here I'm gonna be repeating this over and over. Let's go. Also do up a bunch of them, then pop them in. But by the time you do that, you look back, you realize if you've been doing and popping them in, then you're done. You don't have to go back and pop them in, especially when repeating it so many times. All right, moving right along. Just repeat, repeat, repeat. You will get there. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Yeah. There we go. Okay, take a break if you need to, stretch your legs, whatever you need to do. All right, put that down. Getting ready to pack away our tools as we're done with the needs for most tools. Put away few things, and we're gonna get right back to it as we're on our last few stages. Okay, there we go. We're gonna continue. Let's see if can be a little more effective with these. Just knock out a whole bunch in one setting, flip it and do the same thing on the other side. Now you could find creative ways, guys, when you have a lot of repetitive tasks like these. This is the last box we're gonna work in, so let's just pour it all out here. Don't keep them in the bag. You know you're gonna use them all, get them out the bag. We're gonna just do a whole bunch this way. Now make sure if you're doing a whole bunch this way, it's in the right orientation. And we're gonna flip them, do the last side. And that should bring us quite far away, and then knock out that next pile the same way. This is one way to look at it, ladies and gentlemen. Express processes with the repetitive part will greatly help you reduce the turnaround time, so you can get to the end of this, keep up with us, and get to the end of your assembly and be ready for the next one. Okay, so now guys, this is nice. We got ahead of the way because we're doing this like just focusing on these. Grab it as a group, flip it. You can keep it close if you wanna. Just pay attention to the orientation. All right, and as one is done, just kind of place it out your way. As I said, another way to express these here. All right, hope this is helping. And you should be looking at the fine build of the Malm bed with storage. All right, sometimes you find these with drawer storage and rolling stuff, and there's so many different builds out there. But guys, I'm joining the world of the assembly instructions to help just build quality to the community, help give what others have been given, and just continue to add to that. There's room for us all to grow and learn from different folks, and I just want to be one of those folks in the journey of helping you achieve your furniture assembly goals at home, working with someone or by yourself to get it done again, but always follow the instructions that the manufacturer provide. These are just my tips and guide to help you, all right? Not telling you how to do it, as the manufacturer already provided that. And there we go, guys. So if you express it like that, you see how quickly you can advance to almost being done. And we're gonna do the same thing for the last ones. First, let's just go ahead and pop these in place. All right, pop them in place. Go. Wonderful, guys, wonderful. Now, without further ado, I'm literally gonna just take these. I'm gonna pop a squat back right here. It's sitting down, obviously. Let's make sure we're still giving you some good quality here. Wonderful. Okay, wonderful. So now let's move on. This is what it should look like. You barely have anything left. And again, shout out to the families that allow me to capture some of these that are being built live. We're not staging to show you, we're always building them live, so we always have a different what would I say, scenario we're in, meaning that, you know, you're gonna end up building these in all types of different spots. So how fair would it be for me to just build it in a clear open space? I want to also deal with the challenges you all might deal with, because I'm not there to help you. So I know some of the challenges you might face is really tight spots and tight areas to build in. All right, this room is a bigger room. Some rooms are much smaller than this, depending on where you are, and then depending on some people's budget, you might have to really do this yourself. Okay, even though IKEA do have an affordable way of you doing their stuff by booking a professional to come out and to help you at very low cost. I think the minimum standard hour for all assembly in the United States is about $36 an hour. So you give or take depending on the item. You could always go on their website and check. All right, and that will give you great details right there in itself. All right, guys, so here we are advancing through to step 31 so we can be done with step 31 and move on. All right, I'm gonna tell you now, move on to step 32, which is having them all placed down. And once we're there, all right, let's just go flip all of these, do the opposite side so we can go to putting that mattress, fold the mattress out, put it down, let it start to flop up, and we'll lift it up and we'll place these sticky pieces on this unit like so. All right, you see it's showing us about 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 on each. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Yep, 8 on each of the panels, if that makes sense. And count, you see 5 and 3 equals 8 on each. So we'll do the same thing either way you look at it. Now note the edges, obvious, and then we're gonna just place them downward with those sticky pieces to the bottom. All right, and note it just goes straight flat to the bottom. All right, and then we should have, let's see here, based on how high, right, based on how high we want this piece to raise with us, we can go back and manipulate that. We should see that we have we don't have any more pieces. So here's just telling us, just in case that anything don't line up, to double check, go back here, and we want to make sure that the side that's on there is the side. This is just an important note. Okay, and then these are these two push-in tabs right here. I'm looking around and I don't see any of that, and I don't have any other hardware, so I'm assuming that's just telling us another thing there in, you know, reference. So we're gonna raise it up and look at that and see exactly what it's saying. But everything looks good, and that should be our last stage right there, closing it down. And here again it shows us if we want to remove any of this, make adjustments, and then reinserting those pieces for these particular pieces. So it's showing us that. All right, and we'll go ahead and check that out. Okay, now let's make sure. You should see that you're at the end. You have done a wonderful job building the Malm bed by IKEA with storage. Okay, so let's just go ahead and flip these like we discussed. As we've looked ahead, we know exactly what's next. And we can go ahead now, finish these off, and as I said, place them down as you finish them. And see if we need to make any adjustments with those side pieces or the pistons that raise this thing up and down. And I'm gonna jump out of from where I am catching a seat because it's coming down to the end. So let's just put the rest of these on. All right, while I'm here, I'll knock these in. Down. There we are. We're gonna go ahead and open up the mattress next. And I see that I have a little room to try and free the plug back up. Let's see if we can do that. Yeah, and move this over a little bit. There we go. Okay, wonderful, guys. This is a great build, and it shouldn't be too difficult if you have this kind of guide as well as the right help to help you do it. No, it might take longer. Don't be upset. Just know that as long as you're getting through it steady without hiccups, it's better than rushing through it or feeling like you're not getting through but nothing is being accomplished, right? So let's go ahead and get our mattress. The mattress is very heavy, guys. Be careful. I'm moving and rolling this out. I'm gonna go ahead and take the straps off. That's these holding straps. They can be reused for other things. Alright. Like if you have camping stuff and you like to roll it up and have an extra handle on it, this creates that type of deal. If you have a way to help, it creates a way to have others also help you hold something, right? You're gonna start to rip it out. Please do not use a blade on this. It's a very sensitive mattress, and if you cut it, it will, you know, not be nice. That's it. Just let it do its thing. See that? Let it do its thing. Alright, flip it. Always want the tag at the bottom, of course. Just like that. Let's go ahead and move it over. Move it over. Alright. Firm it down. There we go. Now it's gonna take its time and literally just fluff its way up. Now we can test it. With the mattress on it, the weight of the mattress help it to balance so it doesn't slam. Wonderful. Now we can go ahead and just check right here out like we were saying. All right, shows us if we want, we can pop the screw-in pin out here. It's like a pop through, and we can maneuver this piece. All right, and that's all it was showing us, that if it wasn't already in, and to secure it on here, but it already came secured on here. That's all this is showing us. Just in case you didn't know, this is how we did this. We don't need to do anything with it. That's where those extra screws are that we're looking for, that one and the tab. All right, that's that. Let's go ahead. Like I said, we're gonna do for each of these, this is where I take a moment to pack some tools back up. All right, again, keep your work area neat, clean, and you should advance through what you're doing pretty smoothly. And at the end, you don't have this big effort to clean up, which is always a way to save quality time. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and make sure we leave the book, which is the instructions with the client. Just pour those out because we're gonna use them out now. Last of our garbage right there. And we're gonna start with this one. As I said, pack up all the tools we don't no longer need. Hope this helps someone really overcome their assembly needs today. Okay, and again, thank you for believing and trusting in us to bring you the quality and greater detail to just help you get through your assembly needs. So here we have one, and we're gonna just dress it up right where it's at, and we'll do that to each of them. Whoop, don't rip the instructions. I'm gonna do that to each of them now that we are somewhat more packed up, ready to go. Okay, so as again, it's 5 of these on each. Just sticky part, and just sticky, and just gonna stick them on like that. So we need 8 for each, so that's 4, 5, and 3, 8. 5, 3, 8, 8. So we'll do this, repeat this real quick, and put each piece underneath, and then guess what? We are at the end, guys. We are at the end. hope this helped you to overcome your fears of doing this, and hopefully even if you watch first then you plan to do it later, hopefully this has helped and that you can start to make decisions about the amount of space you may need based on where it's going, where it's being installed. Note, you will have those issues. That's why I try to build each and every one of these we come across in that specific area. All right, just like that. Now you could also do it the opposite. You could put 2 2 1 1, spread it out more, but as long as you have it spread out evenly, you go ahead and take this underneath, push that up. That's one. Let's do the middle. As I said, pretty straightforward, no confusion here, pretty straightforward. Could also strip off a bunch of them and just showing you different methods of achieving your goals quickly and not spending a long time, especially when you're here at the finish, you know. So that's 3 4 5 6 7 8, and again the pattern is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So I flipped the pattern a little bit to give a more even spread. This is truly what you want it to look like, okay, in either direction. And put this one down, slide it. There's the base. Guys, we're on the last step. We're gonna put the last one, we're gonna close it back down, test it one more time, and we'll say thank you again for sticking through with another build, my furniture assembly. This is the IKEA Malm bed with storage. All right, let's do the same thing, save time by opening up a bunch. Yeah, it's easier with the gloves. It's easier with the gloves for other things, but not when doing stuff like this. Alright, so here we are. At the end of today's assembly, we'll submit the invoice. We'll make sure our client has nothing else they might want to do. Like I see another IKEA box here. You never know. All right, and leave a good impression so they can always use your services again. And if you ever need my service, you know where to find me. I'll always be here supporting you and your furniture assembly journey to have your home looking great and ready for you and your family to function, so you can move on with the quality tier things of life, you know, or more quality things in life, I should say, right? Because having good quality furniture does improve the quality of your life, right? Especially these type being built well. So you do that. All right, push that down a little more. Okay, let's see, a slight issue up top. See that corner being ripped out? You don't want that, so let's back it up and get it underneath. All right, yeah, that's what it was. There we go. In the middle now. Sit nice. Very good. That is it. Now, this is what your finished product should look like. Let's get rid of the other garbages. I also want to end the video and do a nice thumbnail of this one. Make an offer to take the boxes with me too. Gotta fill in the gas money somewhere. Here we are. We'll leave this right underneath there with the assembly stuff. Show you guys what you need. I'm just setting up for my thumbnail here. All right, wonderful, guys. Let's test this mechanism one more time. Weight should take it right down. Looking good. The mattress is swelling like it should. Beautiful. You can bring it down a little after each time you go up. Just raise up. Testing out for safe work. Looking great. Wonderful, guys. Thanks again for sticking with us through the build of the Malm storage with bed. All right, this item number, the specific item number here, I can give it to you, is 07404818. okay, wonderful. Good. Let's close it down to get another view. That's what it should look like, even if you're building it in a tight spot, guys. Okay, I'll advise them they can save these or toss them. I have a lot of them already. All right, we're gonna end it here today. Again, thank you for sticking through the Charles Furniture Assembly quality builds, flat packs from all different types. Here we're featuring IKEA Malm storage bed. All right, over and out, guys. Thank you. Peace and love.